Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you to faculty and staff who are helping with today's event. A special thanks to the Centennial High School Band led by Becky Weiland and Carvel Keene. Please give them a round of applause. I am Principal Tom Bruning, and on behalf of the faculty, staff, and school board, I welcome you to the Centennial High School Class of 2023 graduation commencement and the 63rd graduation commencement in the history of Centennial High School. It is my privilege to acknowledge students from the Class of 2023 who have indicated to us that they will be involved in the military after graduation. Graduates who are named, please stand and acknowledge the crowd. Dylan Carver, Air Force. Matthew Eckert, Marine Corps. Dalton Clintworth, Army National Guard. Braden Krieger, Air Force. Luke Lofgren, Army National Guard. David Lamone, Army National Guard. Anna Peterson, Navy. Annika Peterson, Navy. Please give them another round of applause and thank you for your future service. To the audience, the Centennial School District is committed to their charge of connecting, achieving, and preparing. Connecting. As a connecting hub of 5 unique communities, we offer vibrant learning environments and a track record of academic success. Achieving. Centennial schools reflect a deep commitment in preparation, achievement, and providing a welcoming and inclusive schools where children and youth can excel. Preparing. Flexibility and choice are important elements of Centennial schools, and students enjoy a wide array of academic, athletic, and art opportunities. The graduates in front of you right now are a product of that charge and mission. Please give them a round of applause. To the graduates, you've made it. Through 13 years of school, the unique high school experience you've had, being here today signifies their journey through childhood, adolescence, and now the beginning of adulthood. Class of 2023, please remember back to your first day of school, that first day in 9th grade. That was September 3rd, 2019. Towards the end of the day, we brought you all into the West Gym and we met with you. And we said the following to you. 9th graders, these next 4 years will be some of the best and most memorable times of your life. However, they will also be some of the most challenging times. Every class takes a different journey. You will make the transition from teenagers to adults in the next 4 years. And we told you, please take full advantage of the resources and experiences you'll have at Centennial High School. Many of you truly didn't understand what that meant at the time. I truly believe you do now. Well, class of 2023, how'd you do? There were definitely challenges along the way, definitely ups and downs, which life will bring. I asked your fellow classmates and Centennial staff on how the class of 2023 did, and here's what I learned, here's what I was told. They are the class with grit. Having had major transitions from COVID starting your freshman year to transitioning back to normal traditions, they have persevered. One senior said to me, "We are the transitioners." Sounds like a movie. That will serve you well as you move on into the future. Another student said to me, "Our class is full of pride and school spirit," which was definitely evident, Mr. Bruning, by the school year. I agree. Class of 2023, you'll officially receive an A for how you've done. You've exemplified the meaning of Cougar Pride. You've set the bar for future graduating classes. You have definitely made Centennial High School a better place. You have consistently demonstrated and modeled positive school spirit and Cougar Pride. It is a Centennial High School graduation tradition to play the song "For Good," which the concert choir will play during this ceremony. If you listen to the lyrics closely, you will hear, "I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return." Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I am who I am today because of you. You have been led to Centennial High School. You have learned from us. But most of all, we have learned from you. We are all so very proud. This is a day where over 5,000 people, including parents, relatives, faculty, and friends, join you in honoring this accomplishment. We take pride in having been a part of your growth and the many achievements you've obtained. Graduation is a bittersweet time. Graduation is the ending of your high school years. However, it's a new beginning. It's a new chapter in your life. As you transition to this next chapter, to universities, tech schools, the military, other careers, please address these new times with the Cougar Pride you've demonstrated here at Centennial High School. I think about all the potential that lies in all of you and look forward to following all the great accomplishments the Centennial class of 2023 will achieve in upcoming years. On behalf of the faculty and staff, we wish the class of 2023 future prosperity and thank you for the memory and the legacy you have left. Thank you. We are honored to have our school board members and superintendent with us today, and it is with great pleasure I have the opportunity to introduce them. Chairperson Chris Bettinger. Vice Chair Tom Knisely. Clerk Sue Linzer. Treasurer Craig Johnson. Director Gloria Murphy. Director Jessica Schwinn. Finally, it is my privilege to introduce our next speaker, Superintendent of Schools, Jeff Holmberg.
Good afternoon and greeting family members, friends, staff members, Centennial graduating class of 2023. This is a big day for each and every one of you, and you've worked hard and accomplished much to get to this point. In the next several moments, I want to highlight some of the key attributes and accomplishments of this graduating class. Like Mr. Bruning, I also spent a little time talking to faculty. Here's what I heard. This class has been highly involved in academics and co-curriculars, including over the 20-plus clubs at Centennial High School. In this graduating class, 111 students participated in the Golden Lake Elementary School Mentoring Program, where they visited and mentored elementary students. We also have one student recognized as a National Merit Finalist. Of this graduating class, we also have 55 students who've served as senior peer leaders. And of that group, 5 senior peer leaders were selected to participate and volunteered over 30-plus hours of their time for the Arrive Alive event earlier this year. Volleyball, girls basketball, cross country, football, girls and boys soccer, dance, swimming, and girls hockey have all gone to the state tournament. Football went to state tournament in 3 of their 4 high school years, which is the first class to ever accomplish that. Both band and choir received a record amount of superior ratings at contests and performed extremely hard repertoire throughout high school. Students in this graduating class have put on great theatrical, improvisational, musical, and speech performances, ensembles, and concerts. After graduation, students will be pursuing their post-secondary dreams. Many of you will be going to college, pursuing a career, joining the workforce, or going into the military. Overall, this graduating class can be described as strong leaders, hard workers, supporters of one another, influencers, and overall, a class who likes to have fun. There are certainly many more attributes and accomplishments of this class to list, but here's the point that I want to make. Each and every one of you has talent. For sure, each of you has many talents in multiple areas. As you sit here today, I want you to think about this. Do you know what your talents are? Have you really thought about what your talents could be? Some talents come naturally, like what you're good at or things that come easy for you. Some talents take time to identify or develop. Growth happens when you try new things, which allows you to identify those new talents, because this is key. Not all of our talents are known to us unless we experience things and learn. As students in Centennial schools, you have shared your talents and you have impacted your family, friends, and our community greatly. As you move forward beyond Centennial schools, continue to build on your talents and identify those new opportunities. Start by thinking about the things that you're naturally good at or you're interested in. It's very likely you are barely scratching the surface of your understanding of your true potential and talents. Secondly, I encourage you to talk to people that know you and that know you well, your family, friends, connections you may have. You may be surprised at some of the things they say about you and the possible talents you may have that you did not even realize. Your talents will lead you to people in your life that have similar interests. These conversations and experiences will help you as you plan for your future. Know this. You do not need to have all your talents figured out right now. There is certainly no rush. As you think about possible talents that you have, you may also begin to think about shortcomings or things that you may not be good at. I want to encourage you to avoid this pitfall. Do not let this thinking or fear stand in your way of finding and developing your talents. Each and every one of you matters, and you have so much to offer and share with this world. As I close, I want to thank all the parents, family members, staff members, mentors, and friends who are here today and have supported you to get to this point. I know you have many hopes and dreams for this graduating class and look forward to what they will become, who they will become as adults. Continue to be in their corner, support them as they continue on their journey beyond Centennial. As the graduating class of 2023, I want you to think about your talents and how you will continue to build on them. They will help you on your career and life path. You will experience things that will be difficult at times as you move forward, but do not give up. Leaning on your talents will help you through these difficult times. You will know more about yourself, which will help you grow and move forward. Leverage those talents, maintain a positive attitude, work hard, and a little bit of luck. Those are all factors that play into your next steps and futures. The best is yet to come for each and every one of you. The next phase of your life is just beginning. Whatever you do, do your very best. Enjoy it fully. Embrace the opportunities. You will meet others along the way, and that is important. Develop new friendships, careers, social networks, families, and explore the world. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you all the very best and brightest of futures. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Centennial High School Concert Choir, directed by Julie Enright, accompanied by Robert Schlitt. They will perform For Good by Stephen Schwartz and arranged by Matt Huff. This will take a moment to set up, for there are some seniors in the concert choir.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me, like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a sea dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blamed me for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to share,
And none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
The seniors who are speaking today had to apply for this honor and were chosen by a committee of staff members. The criteria used to select these students were assessment of experience entrance essay, uniqueness of entrance essay, speaking experience, student style and presence, involvement and influence in the school. I am honored to present our graduation student speakers, Nicole Kammer, Ismail Elmi, Nasifai Bula, Trevor Fredrickson.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates. As we sit here today, preparing for the next chapter of our adventure, it is hard not to reflect on the experiences that have led us to be the people we are today. Looking back, it is amazing to see how seemingly trivial life lessons we learned when we were young impact us now. One of the very first things we all learned was how to play nice with others, how sharing is caring, clean up, everybody do your share, and that hitting is really bad. The crazy thing is that we are still learning the same thing. We have to interact with so many people daily and work together with them. One of the hardest things for me when I was younger was learning to stop talking. Many of my report cards were filled with, "Nicole is such a pleasure to have in class, but she needs to keep her words to herself." As I got older, though, I got better at listening to others. It's been one of the best life lessons I have learned. Being able to listen and communicate with my friends has allowed me to build strong relationships and connections. We learn so many things through so many different avenues at an early age. Many of us have this childhood show that has taught us so much and brought us so many fond memories. For me, that was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. One of the most impactful lessons I learned from Mr. Rogers was the value of your emotions. He constantly normalized feeling different emotions that can be really confusing for kids. I've taken his words to heart a lot more as I've grown older. Being emotional is normally viewed as something negative in our culture now. I have often been told that I am too emotional, both as a child and even now. I have begun to learn, though, that when you suppress your emotions, it can cause a lot more harm than good. Graduating is a really scary thing. We are all moving onto our journeys, and through that, we will lose some really amazing friends. But we will also gain some even amazing friends as well. What I want you to keep in mind, though, is that whatever you're feeling, whether it be sadness, excitement, nervousness, or all of them at the same time, those are valid. You have every right to feel however you are feeling. And your friends and your family have every right to feel how they are feeling too. Overall, even though it was long ago, all of those early life lessons are just as relevant today. Working with others and being successful requires you to be respectful to others. Going on this journey after life at Centennial, we have to learn who we are and what makes us us. I have full confidence that all of us will succeed with the tools that we have been given. It goes to show just how important the foundation we have when we're young truly is. To quote Henrietta the cat from Mr. Rogers, "Meow, meow, meow, meow. You are valid. Meow, meow."
Perseverance is a continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, and opposition. But it's so much more than that. You see, perseverance is having the energy, the courage, the mental and physical strength to keep pushing forward, even with all the odds against you. Perseverance is knowing that no matter what happens to you, you can't give up. You see, I've been blessed to be able to speak with you guys today. So I'd like to tell you about my own personal struggle with perseverance. Back in December, I came home from a long day at school to see my father laying on the living room floor. When I asked what happened, my stepmother told me that he got in a car accident, completely totaling the car. Now, at this point, he was fine, just some muscle aches or whatnot, but it still scared the daylights out of me. Just the idea that I could lose my dad, it scared me, honestly. But you know, it seemed like he was okay, so we just pushed it off to the side. Fast forward to finals week, I again come home after a long day of tests, and I see my dad on the floor again. I was told he was throwing up all day and that he had to come home from work. So that night, I decided to take him to the ER, and they let us know that they found blood leaking in the inside of his head. He was gonna need brain surgery, and I couldn't even say anything but let out a few tears. I had to go through all my tests with all my thoughts and fears about my dad. But thankfully the surgery went well and he came home. But not even a month later, he was in the ER again, having to have brain surgery for the second time in 3 weeks. And I broke down. 3 times in 3 months, I dealt with the idea of losing my dad. And it took a toll. You see, I already lost my mom 10 years ago to leukemia. And the idea of losing the one person who's with me through all the heartaches and sorrows, it hurt. She passed a month before she could see my older brother graduate. And I just wanted my dad to be here for me, at least. But my dad and I were determined that he'd see me walk. And guess what? He's over there. What's up, Dad? How you doing, Dad? Wait, is that my dad? Wait, oh yeah, it is. That's my dad. That's my dad. That's my dad. Let's go. I bring up the things that I went through because everybody here goes through their own thing that nobody knows. Yet you guys all pushed through and got here to this amazing milestone. Dude, you're graduating. Not everybody can say that. And to be honest, it won't get easier from here. Life will always be tough. You're gonna lose friendships. You're going to lose loved ones. You're gonna always go through pain. But you have to persevere. You have to push through. Because if you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you? Don't let everything you work for go to waste. Be the most successful you can be. Honestly, bro, just be like that. Oh God, you're gonna be fine. Trust me. Oh, you're gonna be like that. Alhamdulillah, thank you.
Hello. Parents, friends, faculty, and the students of the class of 2023. After 4 years, we have finally gotten to the commencement of our high school journey. Firstly, I want to thank everyone in this room that has supported these graduates to get them to this point, including my own parents. Without your guidance and input, we would not be able to walk in front of you all tonight. To the students, if no one has told you this yet, I'm proud that you are here in this room today. Because no matter if it was academic, social, or personal, I know that you have at least struggled once in these 4 years, but here you are with a diploma to show for it. So enjoy this moment, because special days like this should not be taken for granted. As a child, this day felt so far off. It was something that was so distant that it felt like it would never happen. But now it's here, and it feels weird to accept. A second ago, I was learning how to type with home row, but now preparing essays to go to college. And I'm wondering where did the time go? I was supposed to do so many things and be so many things, but now I just feel like a tall child with a lot more responsibilities and nothing to show for the time that I lost. Looking back from childhood to graduation, I was always waiting for the next thing, for the next class, the next day, the next year, all the things that would get me closer to the end. Always feeling what I was and had wasn't good enough, so I wanted more, that I had to do more to prove to myself that I was enough. Recently, I read a letter that I wrote in my 7th grade English class for my senior self. I had asked myself if I had done all the things I wanted to accomplish, from if I was super rich or had multiple boyfriends, but in the end of my letter, I wrote that even if you're not doing all these things, I'm still so proud of you. Even when I felt out of place or felt inadequate, still getting to this point makes us enough. And my younger self knew that before I did. Now, I try to look the time past as the time I've gained, that I was learning to become a better me, even if I have setbacks along the way, even if I feel just as clueless as I was before, even if I still make so many mistakes and still type as slowly as I did in the 3rd grade. I was growing, and still am. But saying the right things and the wrong things, but we shouldn't look at this time as negative, but us becoming more of our own identity. So, I stand in front of you today proudly in my own identity. Not as the only new black kid in my 1st grade class wondering why I look so different, but as an Oromo American who was able to walk and receive my diploma proudly while wearing my nation's flag, as a graduate that has finally finished so many years of schooling, and as myself, who can confidently speak in front of you all tonight. Like the sun and the moon, we all shine differently, so shine bright. We are each remarkable in our own way, so take this as a day to stand proudly in who you are. So, don't stress too much. What matters is that you enjoy the moment. Value the time you have, because every moment is more special when you're living in it instead of living through it. Lastly, I hope to leave you out with a quote from one of the most influential people in our generation, Mr. Worldwide. He once said, "This is for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a new day. Remember that." Congratulations, class of 2023. Roll Cougs!
Good afternoon, Centennial students. We made it! We finally made it through high school. Years of hard work are finally starting to pay off. And that leaves a lot of us asking a question. What next? But to me, the bigger question is how. How do we go where we want to go, do what we want to do, succeed when we want to succeed? As we heard from Nicole, Ismail, and Nasi, we've made it this far in life by learning, persevering, and living in the moment. One thing all of these have in common is that we did not do them alone. We made it through the toughest times of our lives with others. We learned with others. We spent the best times of our lives with those whom we love. And then COVID stopped that. COVID halted our joint learning, presented many of us with the toughest obstacle we've ever faced, and ruined the moments we could have had together. But we learned. We fought, and we made it through. COVID taught us all how important it is to stay connected. During COVID, we all learned unique ways to contact each other. By staying united, by sticking together, we lived out every moment under lockdown, and we persevered by adapting and learning new ways to stay connected. This, the idea of staying connected, is what I believe the answer is. The question was how, but the answer is together. No matter where you go in life, do not go alone. Whether you stay close to the friends you made in high school or the friends you make in the future, always stay connected. These are the people that make life worth living. They make life easier. They help us when we're in doubt. They help us when we're struggling, and they help us when the moments fade fast. Time only goes by quicker. Even now, it feels like every moment is slipping through our fingers all the time. So live in the moment. Live your best life. Learn to be happy with what you have and never give up. I can't be certain that every person in this room will achieve their dreams. But one thing I know for sure is that no one will achieve their dreams alone. And actually, just 2 days ago, I heard a line that really fits into this. No matter where you go in life, always be courageous, be strong, and do everything in love. Thank you, Grandma Ann. And it's completely true. But the last question I'll ask you is why? And I'll let you figure that out on your own. So without further ado, here's to the rest of our lives, Centennial. And I hope to see you along the way. Thank you.
What awesome student speakers. Please, let's give them another round of applause. Before the senior class leaves, it is tradition for the leadership to be passed to the next class, the class of 2024. This tradition will continue with Senior Class Representative Sadisha Gagon and Junior Class Representative Emily Oppenheim.
We, the senior class of 2023, are proud of our accomplishments, and we are thankful for the opportunities and the support we have received from our families, our school, and our community. We challenge this year's junior class, class of 2024, to continue and uphold the values which set Centennial High School apart from the rest. Thank you.
On behalf of the class of 2024, we accept the challenge not only to maintain the high level of excellence at CHS, but to do as the class of 2023 did and raise this level of expectation even higher and instill an increased Cougar pride for all of our students. We also want to thank all of the seniors for their leadership, talents, and support. Good luck to all of you as you start your life after CHS.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, members of the school board, Superintendent Jeff Holmberg, as principal of Centennial High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the state of Minnesota in Independent School District number 12 and are ready to receive their diplomas. Faculty member Kristen Hilger and Kelly Hillstead have the honor of beginning the reading of graduate names. Will the graduates from Miss Hilger's and Miss Hillstead's rows rise and approach the stage? School board members Sue Linzer and Craig Johnson will begin the awarding of the diplomas. I would ask members of the audience to please hold your applause until all graduates have received their diploma in order for all graduates' names to be heard. Thank you.
They're coming.
Jana Lynn Valento.
Brooke Schultz.
Eli Berg.
Afton Myers.
Kevin Johnson.
Evan McGeehan.
Charles Bolcom.
Durin Ramrotten.
Joaquin Bliss.
Luke Lofgren.
Cal Babish.
Connor Lindsay.
Brock Karas.
Jaden Lutz.
Dylan Carver.
Heidi McNowski.
Peyton Blair.
Shauna Rubel.
Benjamin Cermak.
Clara Lee.
Aiden Kreider.
Benjamin Joseph Rexeisen.
Tyler Carlson.
Megan Ross.
Jameson Berg.
Haley Rosenberger.
Nasifai Bula.
Samantha Lofsted.
Emma Bryant.
Caitlin McMillan.
Tyler Case.
Kaylor Whitworth.
Carson Bedner.
Lauren Shire.
Journey Becker.
Jenna Moffett.
Katie Anderson.
Samantha Munoz.
Abdi Ahmed.
Riley McCullough.
Farsan Abdi.
Reese Littlefield.
Jack Belcher.
Samuel Menny.
Alexander Bliley.
Seth Ragnar.
Carson Brask.
Haley Rickenbacker.
Jacob Asproth.
Jaden Rucksager.
Sarah Waldoff.
Ashlyn Mikowski.
Sarah Branch.
Mackenzie Sawville.
Lucy Atkinson.
Emma Magnuson.
Sydney Bainville.
Annie Richmeyer.
George Atkinson.
Zachary Ryan.
Peyton Bavir Miller.
Samuel Like.
Kevin Babashoff.
Daniela Morden.
Samira Abdullah Jones.
Catherine Sela.
Shavon Lazay Davis.
Haley Elizabeth Meyer.
Faculty member Mrs. Tanya Halfman will now be reading graduates' names.
Courtney Menson.
Annalise Horvat.
Grace Rieselman.
Brooke Helverson.
Anna Meyer.
Cadence Hahn.
Grace Roll.
Keiko Groschow.
Ryan Rivard.
Maggie Hopkins.
Cole Riley.
Mackenzie Halverson.
Connor Ripa.
Samantha Girton.
Faculty member Miss Jessica Robinson will now be reading graduate names.
Madeline Hayter.
Zachary Vandenbroek.
Megan Gillitzer.
Wyatt Sauber.
Noelle Hadritz.
Max Shire.
Mallory Marie Halfman.
Tyler Schumacher.
Thomas Gary Glad.
John Wieneman.
Danielle Gentz.
Mary Wagner.
Gabrielle Geschwell.
Christina Vu.
Aaliyah Goman.
Kiera Short.
David Garcia.
Zach Short.
Parker Stackley.
Hashim Sheikh.
Stephen Halva.
Dekarian Scott.
Kai Hermanson.
Kosar Sheikh Youssef.
Alex Goodsell.
Emma Walsh.
Brooke Helseth.
Madeline Skalicki.
Callista Halatsis.
Carlin Waite.
Lorelei Groves.
Samantha Sealander.
Colton Glasgow.
Samantha Whalen.
Ian Gangle.
Addison Slotsby.
Owen Hackett.
Kiara Truciani.
Jake Haney.
Grace Walker.
Maximus Hilger.
Angelica Ortega Schlicht.
Alex Hankey.
Haley West.
Estella Howard.
Matthew Washburn.
Charles Harthorne.
Gavin Roth.
Yanit Gaetachow.
Hunter Donald Ubel.
Madeline Harley.
Joseph Westerham.
Vivian Ho.
Jordan Schlemmer.
Dejanique Nicole Henderson.
Nicole Trudeau.
Ruby Althea Gray.
Keelan Wittenberg.
Megan Hintz.
Tyler Woodard.
Marcus Herr.
Levi Whitney.
Alex Holmes.
Aiden Vo.
Matthew Hanrahan.
William Schnur.
Lucas Halber.
Paxton Wade.
Maxwell Halber.
Tanner Schuler.
Faculty member Ms. Tina Lunn will now be reading graduates' names. School board member Ms. Chris Bentiger will be presenting diplomas.
Aubrey Schnaff.
Kyler Coleman.
Evan Alsaker.
Nick Koch.
Ethan Schwartz.
Ben Condon.
Will Whalen.
Cadence Dempsey.
Faculty member Mrs. Julie Cross will now be reading graduates' names. School board member Mr. Tom Nisley will be presenting diplomas.
Lizzie Elson Peter.
Jacob Taylor.
Samuel Zaresnai.
Jack Parento.
Caden Campo.
Ethan Krecklow.
Elizabeth Clough.
Sean Osland.
Callie Cody.
Cody Niepold.
Casey Conan.
Malachi Thones.
Aiden Dockendorf.
Andrea Kozlowski.
Avery Clariner.
Josephine Orcutt.
Jacob Doyle.
Samaria Porter.
Matthew Eckhart.
Hannah Thompson.
Jackson Kapitsky.
Stella Choji.
Cole Eric Thrud.
Stella Taylor.
Cole Erickson.
Nikayla Kelly.
Alexander Yang.
Ashley Trott.
Andy Yang.
Jessica Swenson.
Jasmine Cruz Dominguez.
Megan Kotke.
Rosalind Dominguez.
Erin Kotke.
Piper Dietrich.
Michael Nisley.
Alyssa Draheim.
Sawyer Tice.
Avery Dietrich.
Wes Corba.
Riker Cook.
Maximus Tice.
Andrew Bresney.
Riken Kuhlenkamp.
Aiden Colleen.
Josh Koenig.
Jackson Zimmerman.
Dyson Stremekis.
Gabriel Dowdle.
Tyler Strasny.
Natalia Gigo.
Logan Street.
Naomi Shagal.
Nick Cairns.
Katrina DeBoer.
Zachary Hunig.
Emily DeBratz.
Travis Newville.
Julian Corona.
Anders Weissman.
Austin Cheeth.
Jake Sikora.
Matt DeVries.
Joey Summers.
Zachary Chafee.
Alex Zurich.
Samantha Evans.
Thomas Kosovic.
McKenna Daikawa.
Lance Nielsen.
Lily Cummins.
Drew Kohler.
Sydney Classman.
Adriana Thomas.
Samantha Zimmerman.
Kirsten Tharp.
Faculty member Mr. Peter Wiemeyer will now be reading graduates' names.
Yeah, you did. Carolyn Payment.
Ali Aljabori.
Aaron Kanzam.
Samuel Murillo.
Anya Sugden.
Taylor Nelson.
Faculty member Mr. Mike Christensen will now be reading graduate names.
Daniel Peterson.
Eli Joseph Nowaski.
Justin Murray.
Cedric Tubalado.
Logan Percy.
Raiden Riker Johnson.
Eliana Austin.
Thomas James Schreier.
Anna Peterson.
Henry Alexander Perner.
Lillian Oken.
Ethan McDonald.
Brenna Person.
Gabrielle Corcoran.
Trevor Allen.
Maddie Grace Peterson.
Kelsey Byrne.
Lauren Clowder.
Maya Auger.
Laura Zabel.
Madison Quayle.
Michaela Ann Speed.
Evan Pulliet.
Grace Elizabeth Christensen.
Sylvia Longoria.
Carmen Van Zyl.
Vanessa Morris.
Vincent Walter Rye.
Victoria Morris.
William Thomas Fiddler.
Kiera Penroe.
Nathaniel Allen Browson.
Bissy Workay Amenti.
Josh Allen Crooks.
Nafnati Mohammed.
Aaron Naomi Burns.
Lauren O'Hara.
Ash McClellan.
Ella O'Hearn.
William Zachary Joffer Calvin.
Megan Arendt.
Bella Vita Naraki.
Allison Boothby.
Sophia Grace Bass.
Kayla Calhoun.
Emily Kraby.
Samir O'Day.
Stella Galiov.
Luke Picorni.
Carly Susan Owens.
Laith Kumsaya.
Hannah Marie Lamore.
TJ Luther.
Shaylee Domeyer.
Anna Pacheco Calderon.
Josephine Ella Lindblom.
Megan Myron.
Braden Gregory Krieger.
Lexi Bourget.
Annabelle Elise Pouch.
Taylor Austinson.
Lillian Sue Rajeski Guimond.
Sania Chan.
Gonza Yangwei.
Amelia Turi.
Ricardo Alexander Rojas Pina.
Samaya Abubakar Ahmed.
Maxwell Paul Lesh.
Kate Lind.
River James Pica.
Jorge Perez.
Joe Lund.
Ethan Nordland.
Mackenzie Rose McDonald.
Annika Peterson.
William Christopher Hunt.
Brandon Powers.
Aiden Carr.
Faculty member, Ms. Terry Saginski, will now be reading graduates' names. School board member, Ms. Jessica Swin, will be presenting diplomas.
Basil Parascu.
Natalie LaLiberte.
Jace Lee Fitzgerald.
Megan Lehman.
Faculty member, Ms. Diana Clark, will now be reading graduates' names. School board member, Ms. Gloria Murphy, will be presenting diplomas.
Lance Guthrie Layden.
Nick Sevelius.
Jack David Funkhauser.
Jesse Simso.
Zachary Robert Nelson.
Isabel Withoon.
Andrew James Ferris.
Addison Janasek.
Hayden Mitchell Frank.
Anna Jarpy.
Palmer Ryan LeMay.
Alexa Jean Jeromebeck.
Cooper Dane Larson.
Cassandra Sisinski.
Janae Lynn Philbeck.
Emily Hosna.
Macy Littlefield.
Megan Stacy.
Trevor Fredrickson.
Selah Hunt.
Ismail Abdullah Elmi.
Lucia Steele.
Nicole Kammer.
Grace Kays.
Saga Falgren.
Callie Huntington.
Amanda Lim.
Elise Hakey.
Valerie Federici.
Ethan Klecker.
Vincent A. Leishman.
Taylor Cluck.
Benjamin Lair.
Blake Kazive.
David Nicholas Limon.
Victor Stevenson.
Jordan Rose Lemire.
Matthew Hoover.
Madeline Ann French.
Dalton Clintworth.
Adeline Flashberger.
Jaden Hill.
Bryce Flink.
Kale Jolly.
Kirill Landry.
Justin Snell.
Reese Lambert.
Connor Jensrud.
Ashley Friedman.
Ben Siebert.
Shad Hussein.
Gavin Shady.
Jordan Frid.
Joshua Call.
Keanu Kong.
Brendan Spetz.
Sadisha Ko Gagon.
Kevin Shong.
Jonathan Luke Latner.
Balkisa Muhammad.
Quinn Jarvis.
Emily Johnson.
Hayden Richard Rude.
Olivia Grace Niebergall.
Jack Marshall Robeck.
Chelsea Lynn Cerna.
Matthew Todd Hansen.
Elena Knutson.
Gavin Langenfeld.
Quincy Iserman.
Caitlin Brecky.
Adrian Grant.
Aaron Strunk.
Britta Bergdahl.
Sky Lee.
Jada Lee Wen. Simon Lee. Michelle Lee.
Family and friends, please remain in your seats while we present the class of 2023 and honor your graduates with a formal recessional. At this time, I would ask the graduates to stand. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap. This signifies the passage into graduation. It's now my pleasure to present to you the Centennial class of 2023. Please join me in giving them your congratulations.